How are you today?
Oh, not bad.
Everything's okay at school?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you share if you find something interesting at school or from a project that you're working on?
I can say that school in Finland is kind of boring for me. If
Mm-hmm.
it's for daily life, yeah, I mean, there's sometimes still have some activities, but it kind of rare for me, so I don't have anything to say about that.
Okay. So let's just say that you find it's a repetitive routine for a student. It,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you still have to take responsibility to adapt new knowledge, try to make sure that your attendance is 100% commitment and
Mm-hmm.
try to engage in some social bonding. Social bonding, that means you try to socialize with people, you engage in group activity to so that you can complete your daily routine at school.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, I have to say like because the school system or the daily routine at school seem like a systematic process. Like you attend the class, teacher recognize your participation. You try to engage in new knowledge, follow up the schedule that the school planned the whole week, and
Mm-hmm.
other social bonding to spend some time with people, especially with your classmates, and that's everything. So it's predictable, something that you know what will happen, right? It's predictable,
Mm-hmm.
stable, and systematic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you. I think that you already see the screen. You can see
Yeah.
everything now. So let's start with the capable. Here, we're going to look at number 1 to 6. There are all the parrots that share the capable's inability to fly. Okay, so we have to confirm this information. This parrot cannot fly, and it's really, well, as soon as you can see this one, that means it's really rare. Only a few species still survive in New Zealand. So they call them the old parrot. We can see the picture of this later. It lives in the, so when you see dwelling, it means living or residing. It's living in the forest. It's kind of bell-owl-like face. Okay, we need to figure out other parrots can share an ability to fly. Okay, based on this one, is the word only flightless parrot and one of the
Mm-hmm.
world's longest living bird. So based on this statement, do you think number 1 should be true, false, or not given?
Phones.
Okay. Now, number 2, a dog capable produce treats. That means babies every
Mm-hmm.
year. It's solitary. You know this one? Solitary, lonely, isolated.
Okay.
So it live in the same home, occupy the same home, range for many years. They forage, that means look for food on the ground and climb high into trees. They often leap, jump from trees and flap their wings. That means they can fly, but they cannot fly. And
Mm-hmm.
they best manage or control distance to the ground so they can get to the ground. They're vegetarian, yes, of course. Their diet include leaf, root, and part. You know this one? Part of trees.
No.
So the outsider of the tree that we usually say the cover, vỏ cây.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, I see this one here. They breed in summer and autumn. That means they produce babies during this time, but only in years when food is plentiful. Male play no part. So, wait a second. Only in years when food is plentiful, that will give a confusion. Summer and autumn? Is it like every year?
No.
Because they said but only, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say? True, false, or not even?
Hmm. So it also falls.
Yeah, that's correct. Because they mentioned they only do that with condition. If
Mm-hmm.
they have enough food, they can easily produce baby in summer and autumn. And every year is so strong and firm and stable. Without food, they cannot do that. And
Mm-hmm.
number three, although male bring food back to nesting females. So here's the thing. They play no part in incubation. You know this process, incubation.
No.
Incubation is they try, because they are chicken, they
Mm-hmm.
belong to bird. So when they lay eggs, they have to lie on the eggs to keep
Oh.
warm enough. In
Mm-hmm.
Vietnamese, we say ấp trứng, right?
Mm-hmm.
Incubation
Yeah.
or chick rearing. So they say incubation or chick rearing. Females alone incubate eggs and feed the chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just stop here. You don't see the role of the males in here. In only in incubation. It doesn't mention if it's involved in taking food back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say? True, false, or not even?
So they are not given?
Yeah. Even you can see here, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't say the male can bring the food back to the nesting
Mm-hmm.
area. Now the Polynesian. What is Polynesian? So long time ago in Indonesia and other islands like Australia and New Zealand, they they already these kind of island already have human beings present there before the Westerner came over and took over the place. So they call this kind of client really close to Pacific Ocean, and that created a history of Polynesian, okay, people who live around the Southeast Asian island, for example, Indonesia, Australia, and New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
So they become greater threat to this kind of bird than the settler, the rat. So rat is a kind of mouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
We will start from here. The arrival, that means they show up. The first Polynesian settler for the early settler, the flight capable was easy prey. Do you know this word, prey?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the people in the island, they ate the meat and used feather to make soft clothes. With them came the Okay, so then they got the Polynesian dog and rat, which also prey on capable.
Mm-hmm.
So which one is a threat to the capable? Mm,
They say they are truth. Hmm.
We need to look at this in details. So the European colonizer arrived in early. The fall in capable number was accelerated by European colonization because they got the forest was clear and food is limited. Is it true, false, or not given?
I still think it's true.
I think it's not given because
Oh.
they all, the rat and the settler, they ate the bird. And there is no comparison between who is the danger, who is more dangerous, you know. So that would be
Mm-hmm.
not given.
Okay.
Wait a second. Yes, that would be not given. But then I haven't the second thought about this one. When the male play no part in chick rearing. Okay, based on this one, I think we should pick up the phone for number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now capable in number 5 was transferred from the another island to other location because at risk from photo cat. Okay, photo cats. Where are they? Which is Rancure Island? Okay, let's have a look at these. Let me know if you can see that. I think it's right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first detail is here. A large population of males was spotted in Rancure. There's no
Mm-hmm.
reference. Okay,
Yeah.
and then we found feral cats here.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, predation by feral cats on Rancure Island led to a rapid decline in capable number. So during 1980 and 1970, the surviving population was evacuated to 3 island sanctuary, Codfish, Moit, and Little Barrier. So is it true, false, or not given?
What is evacuated?
Evacuated, that means relocated.
Oh, so it's true.
Yeah, they evacuated. The same thing when they use this action in a disaster, natural disaster.
Mm.
When the flood flow in the city, we have to find the fastest way to evacuate the local people, especially
Yeah.
elderly and children. Relocate
Mm-hmm.
them to a safer area. Okay.
Yeah.
So that thing, I think this would be true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the sixth one recovering plans initiate that mean they show that helped increase this plan can increase or nowadays in Ielts you can highlight that in the real test.
Mm.
This plan, the idea of this plan can increase the capable population size was carried for struggling young bird. So they care about the young one.
Mm-hmm.
This one. In 1996, a new recovery plan was launched, that means introduced or started, together with a specialist advisory, like someone who always gives advice in professional subject. And they
Mm-hmm.
got capable scientific and technical advisory committee, a group of people who will consult what is the best solution for this kind of thing. And they got a lot of money for this project. Now, let's see where the side. The population did not start to increase until rat was removed. I think they tried to take control of the predator. The cats were eradicated and possum. No, this is removed. Eradicated, that means they removed from the little barrier island in possum. Do you know possum? Okay.
No.
Possum is, how to say it in Vietnamese, is another species of rat, bigger than rat,
Mm-hmm.
but still the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it have this one.
Oh, okay.
No, no, no. Possum is okay. Possum.
Mm-hmm.
This one is small, but like, they keep the baby inside their belly, like kangaroo.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So look like rat, the same thing. Uh, the population did not start to. We need to find out where it's a young one. This one, chicks, hand raising, any failing chicks. This involves moving the bird between islands, supplementary feeding of adults, and rescuing and hand raising any failing chicks. Okay, so they try to save try to save the babies, and they try to take care of the babies and the
Mm-hmm.
failing chicks. So failing, that means they got health problems, unhealthy thing.
Yeah.
So is it true? False or not given?
Mm. I think true.
Yes, it is true because they take care of them and
Mm-hmm.
struggling young bird, that means failing chicks. Okay,
Okay.
now let's continue with the time parrot here. Very battle to trees. I think I saw friend front here. But what about the diet consists? So they eat something like that. And if that's so, I will go back to here. You can see in the paragraph number 2. Can I change? I cannot change the color, but okay. Look at my mouse here. The diet, including leaf, root, and part of trees, like buff and friend front.
Mm-hmm.
So diet consists friend front, various part of trees we got here. We mean root, part, leaf, and only one word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These are already various part of tree, and then you got friend front. So what is the last one? Number 7.
Mm. Uh, pulse? What is that?
Buff. Normally it's the light buff. The light buff.
Oh, okay.
But it can be another meaning as well. It's a kind of cũ
Mm-hmm.
and front cái dung gì front
Mm-hmm.
the like because front cannot survive alone. They
Mm-hmm.
depend on other bigger tree. So like đây là loài phụ thuộc ký sinh parasite.
Mm. Okay.
So that we don't have the single word for them. Front. Buff is just like carrot,
Mm-hmm.
carrot, onion, and garlic. They are buffs.
Okay.
Yes. And that's why they call the same thing when you see the light bulb, because it has
Mm-hmm.
the similar shape. Now, the nest created. I saw the nest here. The 1 to 4 eggs are laid in soil. So, soil, the ground, repeated
Mm-hmm.
over before and during incubation. Based on this one, so what do we say? In,
Mm. Soil.
yeah. Number 9, used to make clothes. Oh God, that's where we saw some people came to this island, try to eat them, and use the feather to make soft clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything about clothes here? No. They ate the meat and used the feather to make soft clothes. You can note down clothes is clothes,
Mm-hmm.
áo choàng. Okay,
Okay.
then European colonizer. Right here. An animal which they introduced that ate. By the time European colonizer arrived, became confined to the central northern forest part. Wait, was an animal. There's only rat
Mm-hmm.
and dog.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say? What do they bring?
Hmm. Hmm.
This is tricky because we
Yeah.
focus on the predator of, and you don't see the answer because these are the predator who ate them, but something ate the food of the capable.
Okay.
So let's follow up here. Okay. The forest of the food deleted because they introduced species such as deer. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The deer was an animal.
Okay.
Now, Richard Henry, a conservationist. That's him. A definite sighting of female capable on Recura Island were reported in the year Okay, let's follow up this conversation. He made 60 expedition. That means 60 trips journey to find capable.
Mm-hmm.
And because we saw recurrent here, it is female, right?
Yeah.
A large population of whale was spotted in Recurrent, a large island free from salt in ferret and vessels. And in, okay, 1980, it was confirmed female was also present.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 1980.
Okay.
So can you find the recovery plan include an increase in?
Hmm. Let me see. 1996, I think so. The next paragraph.
Include an increase. So you say 1996 here?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you an increase? Something went up
Hmm. But no.
together with. Is it a year or something else?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's dive into here. I know that you saw this one, but this was the time
Yeah.
they launched. It
Mm-hmm.
was introduced. And together, that means they include something. They got a
Oh,
advisory group,
oh,
but
I think
which
maybe
is it?
maybe in 2000, because in the last paragraph they say that by 2000 five new females had been produced and the total population has grown.
And the thing is, they use included. Included, that means
Mm,
I have something with me in the project. So it can be a year or it can be something else. And then you focus on the beginning. The recovery plan will launch and together with that means include, right?
yeah.
And you stick with me at that with a advisory group. They go together with a group of people and you can see higher amount. So can you consider higher amount as an increase?
Mm-hmm.
So if a higher amount of something, then what could, and then you saw money right here, funding. What is
Yeah.
funding? Funding is like an amount of money I gave to you so you can spend on a project as a cost and
Mm-hmm.
capital. Like you say,
Yeah.
I have a project to support some children in town and I need around like 100,000 euro to buy them clothes and food and build a school for them. So that is the funding that you need. The funding is the
Yeah.
money that someone give to you to do or complete a project. So that means I
Mm-hmm.
think right here, because it said increase, that something go up, right? And then that's
Yeah.
increase in funding.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, a current goal, that means they try to set a target for recovery plan. They try to maintain the involvement. They try to keep
Mm-hmm.
the relationship of something. Current, that's mean nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sort of go minimize the loss of something. Population protection. I would say reservation and I go back. of something, involvement of something.
Mm-hmm.
Maintain, ensure, engage in, of
Mm.
restore, maintain. I mentioned they restore or maintain sufficient habitat. Habitat is the environment, but they
Mm-hmm.
maintain the involvement, the relationship of something. What is the
Mm-hmm.
relationship? I can see the involvement here, engage in, but reservation that means protection. Which
Mm-hmm.
engage in the reservation, and I can only see here the stakeholder.
Yeah.
That would be the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you saw maintain, you choose the wrong one because there's no
Yeah.
relationship between here, just like to see the increase in population.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we got into this one. We introducing M to Britain. M is just like a sort of tree, a kind of tree.
Mm-hmm.
Kayu, I don't know this kind of tree. I should know it's the name.
Mm-hmm.
Number 14, I think we should focus on 20 or 26 first. For hundreds of years, the only tree that was more popular in Britain than Okay, B talk about disease. And C, they talk about the existence for
Mm-hmm.
centuries. A close second to oat, cây sồi, một loại gỗ cứng, hardwood tree. The most prominent tree in the landscape. For centuries, for hundreds of years, the only tree that was more popular in Britain than oak was,
Oak.
for this one, oak, cây sồi.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Bronze Age. Many tools were made from earth, and people used it to make weapons. In the 18th
Mm-hmm.
century, it was rolled to provide wood for boxes, and by 18th century, here, it's wood was used for items such as storage, crate, and flooring.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the answer for 25?
Mm.
Which one is boxes and the rest of it? I saw food here, and used for items such as storage crates and flooring. So that's
Oh, flooring?
yes, flooring. Material to cover the floor, and that makes sense because
Mm-hmm.
it's wood, right? Due to the
Yeah.
strength, are more often used for mining equipment and cutting sag. So I focus on this one. Build the cute. And you can see mining equipment here and build the queue of 19th century selling shift. So the question is, which will be the word when you can only choose one?
Hmm.
So I will base on of, the queue
Mm-hmm.
of, so that means queue.
Okay.
I would just say, oh, okay. So here's a ship and the news is
Mm-hmm.
right here. I would say this is right at the bottom floor to try to make it go smoothly. Okay, so we already found the answer for 24 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
And we continue. Okay. In number 40, reference to the, so that we made an example to the research problems that arise from only a few surviving large apes. I try to highlight the beginning first. 20 million apes, 90% of them all died
Yeah.
because of a disease. There being only a few. There's no hope that the ape may be reintroduced. The impact also. Mm. So based on the first one, you don't see the problem of the research. You just see of the number of the old trees die at the time, and they cannot see the morale, and they have some hope
Mm-hmm.
about. Okay, in B, the disease caused by fungus that block the air vascular. Vascular is just like the heart of
Yeah.
something. So vascular means water, nutrient, food transport system. So and then it wilt and die. Rot. It goes
Mm-hmm.
soft and it died. Mm.
Yeah.
A reference to the state at which young and become vulnerable to disease. The first epidemic occurred in 19. Within 70s, a second epidemic was triggered by shipment of M from Canada. The embark beetles spread the fungus.
Mhm.
Mm. In number 16, you see reference of how Dutch and disease were brought into Britain.
Mhm.
Is it belong to B?
Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe because I don't see dimensions about the Dutch disease.
Ah, A. 1970 of Dutch disease.
Mhm.
They mentioned that Dutch disease, but why did they use a shipment from M from Canada? That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
So that will be B. Because that's the only example how they got the disease. And they call them Dutch disease.
Okay.
Okay. In C, today, still exists in the southern England countryside, but mostly only in low hedgerow between fields. Row is something just like a light. When you create a table and you know the column and the row, right? When you create a table, you know,
Yeah.
the vertical one is the column. So the
Mhm.
hedgerow is like the fence.
Okay.
So you can see the low fences between fields, and then they got small M's in hedgerows. But
Mhm.
they targeted by the beetles. And so they reach a certain size. The beetles
Mhm.
saw them as a fruit when they get to the size. So that will be the young one.
Mhm.
Once the chunk of M reaches 10 or 15 centimeter, become a perfect site for beetles to lay eggs and for the fungus to take hold. Okay,
Mhm.
that's the sickness when the beetle targeted the side of the fruit of the trees.
Mhm.
Okay, so based on this one, and we see number 18 talking about young and small and vulnerable to Dutch disease.
Mhm.
Let's just take note. So 18 will be C
Mhm.
and D. They mentioned oak, a hardwood tree of choice in Britain, and was in many instances the most prominent tree in the landscape. Not only was elk common in European forests, it became a key component of birch as hazel woodland. The use of every thought to go back to the Bronze Age, Seal and early sword So in this section, they mention the uses of this tree for different purposes to create tools, boxes,
Mhm.
flooring.
Yeah.
Let me try to see, is there any related here? I don't think it's, I don't think it's pretty much mentioned. Maybe different
Mhm.
by the value. Okay, reintroducing is a different thing.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to E. Ingrained in British culture. Advocates, that means supporter, people who support or like the street. Or
Mhm.
you can say fans, người hâm mộ, người ủng hộ.
Yeah. Mhm.
So a guy called Peter Bourne, he saw the disease unfold a small boy.
Mhm.
So what he unfold? Unfold, that means open.
Mhm.
Open, tell, reveal something.
Yeah.
So when he was a little boy, he saw and witnessed the disease happened.
Mhm.
Because in the countryside of England, people see the elm as something important to them.
Mhm.
Today, the city of Brinton Elms also about. So local factors appear to have contributed to their survival. Strong wind from the
Mhm.
sea make it difficult for determined and bark beetle to attack. Okay, so the wind will prevent the beetle attack
Mhm.
the tree.
Yeah.
So the situation will bring careless beetle. Can should march. March mean how to say in Vietnam, hành quân. That means they just go
Mhm.
along. They're not careful. So that means they should move or travel. And the threat is right on the doorstep. When they
Yeah.
mention something doorstep, that means very close to you, or very close to the target.
Mhm.
You think it's E or 17 is E? Let's see more. Escape the Dutch MDZ. Only some
Mhm.
a description of the condition because the wind can have the beetle stop
Mhm.
attack the population.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not stable. So I think number 17 is E.
Mhm.
Any prospect that mean development of the M returning realize. Okay, returning can be reintroducing.
Mhm.
On three being either resistant, that means they can avoid or they can stop that. Like fire resistant, that means they can stop fire. Water
Mhm.
resistant, that means they don't let the water get in and absorb and make it wet. Like your raincoat. Your raincoat is
Mhm.
water resistant.
Yeah.
Tolerance of, so I see the signal of returning here, and then reintroduction of involve existing of new hybrid because this passage is really long. We try to like locate the important idea first. Okay, so they got the reintroduction here.
Mm-hmm.
And then in here you can say like raise questions of social acceptance. We still have number 14, 15, and yeah, only this one, 14 and 15. Because I've mentioned the reintroductions. Sorry. Ah, okay, okay. So F started with the reintroduction of this, and then because they mentioned opinion about the value, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can see like raises the question of social acceptance or knowledge. Okay. And then you can see for reintroducing M is strong. They will host, which is a good thing. Other are more wary.
Mm-hmm.
So that is more firm that cheese is the answer for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And after everything, and we look back, I think number 14, the research problem. Okay, focus on number 14, and you can see they mentioned large. And the only one that mentioned size here, it is one, surviving large. Because the young one, that means the small one, get attacked by the beetle at a certain size.
Yeah.
And okay, you can see the number of these mature survival is relatively small. That confirms the answer will be C.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one is tough. This need a lot of analysis to get to the answer.
Yeah.
The tree get infected. So infected là bị nhiễm bệnh. So they
Mm-hmm.
get, so they mean they positive with the disease. The damage rapidly become visible. Visible, that means we can easily see what happened with the tree. Who said that? Is it Mark, Karen, or Peter? Right here. When you look at paragraph B, they mention clog the urn vascular, causing brain to wilt and die. And Mark Elliot show off in the first paragraph A when he's from the Woodland Trust. He said, look at old photos. Oh my God, the impact of disease is difficult to picture if you hadn't seen what was there before. You look at old photograph and you realize the impact. M had the disease was caused by the fungus that blocked the earth, causing branches to wilt and white. Uh, wait, okay, where is Karen Russell? Karen Russell show up in C. So let's stick with me in number 20. 19, we need to find how we can see the damage. Who mentioned that? And then until now, we need to look further. In number 20, better to wait and see if the major L that survive continue to flourish. And the mature
Mm-hmm.
one is still like in the sentence of Russell. Russell talk about the size of the tree, the age of the tree, and what the beetle impact on them.
Mm-hmm.
Number 21, explanation on the survival of some mature elms. You need to be aware insect carrying dot elm disease are not very far away. Or if they mention something far away, I think that right here, the beetle can shed mark if we're not careful. And the threat is right on the
Mm-hmm.
doorstep. And who say this one? Who mentioned this one?
Peter Power.
Yeah, that's him. Peter Bourne.
Peter Porn. Okay.
All right, based on the word survive, mature, I think you can consider it's only in paragraph C.
Mm-hmm.
Flores. Survive here, mature here. I think it's Karen Russell. What
Mm-hmm.
about Mark Elliott? There's a sentence they mentioned the evidence, how prominent the three once were. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that will be this one, or you can see like here, who mentioned this one? You don't know which is who said this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So prominent can be dominant in the British landscape. So he the only one talking about the population of this kind of tree was so popular and prominent. So I think number 23 should be Mark Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it getting tough for number 19. Karen Russo didn't mention if it's continued florist. Um, okay. Now, Rachel, in F, you can see Rachel show up again, and she mentioned the effects are very quick.
Yeah.
So I think 19 is Cairo Russo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. I have,
Oh.
because the time is up. It's off. It's already 1 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we were at 20. Sorry, my bad. I will go back. Karen Russo to this one. I cannot pick up in this one. And be too bored in this one. Mark Elliott, a little. I try to see other thing. Elliott show up in A and G, but in here, A only talking about like how the population grow in the past.
Mm-hmm.
We need to look more about cheese here because he also the one mentioned reintroducing M.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Placing native species. And sometimes the best thing you can do is just give nature time to recover over time. So
Mm-hmm.
wait and see could be suitable for this one.
Yeah.
And that would be so. That would be Mark Elliott. Okay. Move on to the next one. Can you give me 1 minute? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
The last passage is how stress affects our judgment. In the first paragraph,
Mm-hmm.
the writer introduces the topic of the text by
Mm-hmm.
defining some common use term, questioning an assumption, mentioning a challenge, everyone specifying a situation. would make you feel stressed, anxious.
Mm-hmm.
The most important decision of our life occur while we feeling stressed and anxious. Do we become better or worse at processing and using information? So they mention situation.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, so what do you think, number 27?
Mm-hmm. Like specifically about anxious, I think about
Yeah,
the
but like
Hmm.
the situation make you feel stressed, but then the decision happen because people feel stressed. That's a different thing. So because it's the
Mm-hmm.
most important decision of our life. So who make the decision? People make decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will remove the irrelevant one. Is it a used term, something already used, or second-hand thing? Nope. Assumption. I think no, but stressful condition can be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's C, not D.
Okay.
So they mentioned the firefighter. Firefighter, very changed quite a bit. Some relax, washing the truck, cleaning equipment, cooking meal and reading. All the day can be hectic with number
Mm-hmm.
life-threatening incident. They have to enter burning home. So up and down present a perfect setting, a perfect environment. Okay, so they use the firefighter as an experiment on how people ability to use information changes when they feel under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So what could be the answer here? Why? Because they are an experiment.
Mm-hmm. Experiment.
The writer used firefighter as an experiment. So that would
Mm-hmm.
be, so which one will be the answer here?
Maybe I think A or B.
Yeah, I think A is better because they said interest. No.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no strategy. They just the changes
Okay.
in their daily life. Ideal subject. Okay. What is the right to do in the fourth paragraph? We ask the firefighter to estimate the likelihood. Likelihood that means the potential to make money. No. The likelihood is their possibility, their reference, their favorite thing of experiencing 40 different adverse events in their life, such as being involved in an accident or becoming a victim of card fraud. Oh my God, card fraud, scammer, you know?
Yeah.
You got your card and use that for bad purposes, run out of the money. So they use some situation to compare what they think. We then either give them either good news or bad news and ask them to provide new estimates.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the best answer for 29? I think that
Mm,
they try to describe how they do that, right?
yeah. So, hmm, D.
Yep. Okay, so they try to tell people how they can ask the firefighter. The seventh paragraph mentioned describe mechanism in the brain. Mechanism in the brain. Yes. Where is that? 5, 6, and 7. Brain imagings.
Mm-hmm.
Reveal that it switch to a sudden boost in a neural signal important for learning. That's one side. Face a philosophy, a physiological chain, a trigger that causes us to take warning and focus on what might go wrong. So what could be the answer for number 30? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Warnings. What are warnings?
Like, I know it, but I don't know how to explain it.
It's tell you about something bad will happen, right? It's a message.
Yeah.
Carry bad news. So when it carry bad news, it's a threat.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to see if, okay, unexpected warning signs. Oh, okay. Boost, it increase.
Mm-hmm.
Something in reason here, but it's not control. No, it just includes the importance of learning to respond. And so you link the boost and the warning sign and the warnings here. We have, okay, that's not correct.
I,
A is not correct
uh-huh, yeah.
because respond more quickly. No, they don't respond quickly. They just
I
respond to,
C. I think it's C or D.
yeah. C is better because they mentioned heighten. That means in a sudden boost, indication of external threat.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes response can be reaction. At time when
Mm-hmm.
people when they will relax the firefighter usually I think it's very easy. They try to like wash their car or something based on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh, okay. People are normally quite optimistic. They will ignore bad news and embrace the good. So what happened when a firefighter will relax?
Mm-hmm.
What do you see? So what would be
Yeah.
which one would be the answer?
Hmm. So make them feel optimistic? Hmm.
No. Uh, okay. If you read more, you can see ignore bad news
Mm-hmm.
only when they relax. People quite
Yeah.
optimistic. They ignore bad news when they relax. So what would be the answer here?
Hmm.
If it's not optimistic, then you focus on the bad news.
So took relatively little notice of bad news.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. And the researcher noticed that when a virus are stressed under the condition, they become hyper vigilant to bad news. Hyper is like they really boost up,
Mm-hmm.
really aware, careful to bad news.
Yeah.
When they stress, what do they do? So cực kỳ cảnh giác. Assert their belief in
Mm-hmm.
response. So I think that is one.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no bad news here and nothing about careful, only this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Those, number 33, the firefighter were told with news. They always, if stress didn't change how they respond to good news, then what could be the answer here?
Mm. So responded to negative and positive information in the same way.
No. Only good news.
Mm-hmm. Good news.
Didn't change how they respond to good news. Or so relaxed, stated, or stress didn't change how they responded to good news.
Hmm.
Which means when they feel sad or happy, they respond to the same way with good news. But with bad news, it's different. With bad news, they're more aware of something, they're more careful.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean they have the same behavior when they are stressed or not with good news. That's right.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
if they have the same behavior, what do you see? Which one tell you that they have the same behavior?
Behave in a similar manner. The last one?
Yeah, that's the one. Can you tell me now the cortisol level? Sorry, uh, okay, can I have, let's continue. When cortisol level spiked and heart rate went up, then became better at processing unrelated life about race of disease and violence. Okay. The researcher asked the student to give a surprise public speech, which be judged by a panel. Okay. So randomly, they gave you an assignment that you had to public speaking in front of professional people. And then they saw their cortisol levels spike, the heart rate went up. So that mean, how can you describe that? There wasn't a situation, a random situation that will happen. Is it like we're feeling under stress or put them in a stressful situation? Because the researcher told them that they have to give a surprise speech, right? So is it feeling under stress or put them in a stressful situation?
A stressful situation?
Yes, that's correct. And then negative information will present better when a subject. Okay, so follow me with this one. Brain imaging revealed a switch related to a sudden boost in the neural signal important for learning, is specifically in response to unexpected warning sign. So negative information was processed better when the subject was feeling under stress.
Yeah.
The tone of the content we post on social media tend to reflect the nature of posts in your feeds. Oh God. So where is social media? I found it. You can see my highlight here.
Yeah.
Raise your post. Social media posting, raise your post, make you sweat than most daily activity. And then follow up a little bit. We observe negative posts. Studies show that we observe positive feed on social media. We are more likely to post uplifting messages ourselves. So if you see positive information, you tend to do the same thing for your own course. So that will take yes here. Phone has a greater impact on our stress level than other electronic media devices. Okay, repeatedly checking your phone is related to stress.
Yeah.
What about the other devices? There's nothing here. They don't mention the other devices, only the phone, so this one probably not given. We read about a spread from public. Okay. So, spread from event. Okay, after a spread from public event, a wave of alarming information in traditional and social media, and the individual become very aware the effect of exaggerating existing danger. So based on this information, what do you think is yes, no, or not given? I think it definitely a no because they overthinking about the situation. They mention exactly
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
So spread created by social media posts can lead to unnecessary precautions. I try to yeah. To stretch the trigger spreading from one person to next temporarily. Tạm thời enhances the likelihood, the possibility that people would take in negative report, increase the stress further. So is it diagnosed or not given? I think that's like they saw the natural disaster and then they cancel the trip. Is it yes?
Yeah.
And tendency to be affected by other people's moods. Positive emotion and contagious, like language, are powerful in inducing people to act to find solution. So close, being aware of the close relationship between people's emotion state and how they process information can help you frame the messages more effectively. So is it yes, no, or not given? I think it's yes, because they mentioned more
Yeah.
effectively, that means a positive way. All right, and this is the final of everything. I will see you again at 5, no, at 2 p.m. in Finland time tomorrow.
2 p.m. Let me check it
No,
again.
1 p.m. You mentioned 1 p.m., right?
Yeah, 1 p.m.
Yes, 1 p.m. All right, see you and thank you for spending time with me. Have a great evening to you.
Yes, you too. Thank you.